Not the...
Yes, Patton. The emo phase!
But this was maybe the scariest phase in all of Thomas's life!
Well, scary is a little harsh.
No, Thomas, you were such an angsty teenager, and you know how teenagers scare the living poop out of me.
Oh, Patton, you don't have to make emo song references. But it's better if you do.
I agree with Patton. This is a horrifying period to revisit through all of the relentless waves of hormones and emotions. No one could understand me.
Yeah, I was really going through some stuff when I was younger. There's a lot to get a handle on.
Well, that's what you get when you let your heart win.
Whoa, whoa.
I am Paramore. Okay, you can stop making the song 100 times better. Maybe. I can try.
Oh, the ill-fitting hairdos I wore. And all the bracelets, too. How did I wear so many bracelets? Who let me do that?
Being old enough to comprehend depressing realities, but still too young to wrap your head around why things are the way they are, resulted in you becoming a little try-hard. You only made things worse for yourself by dressing in a way that was so wannabe edgy. You were just making it way too easy to insult you.
Hypocrite say what?
What?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it worked.
Shut up. Also, what were you thinking going to events like Warped Tour? You hate crowds.
Now, I don't want to overload anyone with information.
Since when?
But this also sounds like one of Erickson's stages of psychosocial development.
Identity versus role confusion. This stage describes one's search for personal identity and a sense of self, trying to figure out who you are. It's a time for exploring and seeking a figurative place where one belongs in society. If one doesn't have an easy time during this stage, they could experience an identity crisis and experiment with different lifestyles. An identity crisis that clearly hasn't ended. I mean, what am I other than a highly condensed ball of angst whose style is a relic from that time in your life?
Oh my gosh, yeah! And now we're basically style twins! Oh, look out everyone, just a couple of cool guys coming through.
Okay, Patton, sorry. Well, I mean, maybe that angst is still with me to some extent, but you work with us now. You're not in the driver's seat anymore. You have a seat at the discussion table. I was absolutely frightened out of my mind back then, but only because I was trying to understand difficult feelings for the first time.
Whew, glad that's over with.
Patton, what do you think we're doing every time we meet up? Catching up. And then I found a healthy way to express myself. Screaming lyrics. Yeah, lyrics that resonated with me and made me feel less alone. And Virgil, going to concerts made me feel like there was a place for me in society. And I really needed that at the time. Honestly, that was a time where I developed a lot of the values I still believe in today.
Plus the music is still pretty darn cool.
Well, that goes without saying. I don't think I really have any other embarrassing phases.
Huzzah!
And that means my beautiful costume can remain untouched. Princey, Princey, Princey. So naive. His burlap sack phase?
Oh, I get it. It's Vine.
Oh!
Vine. He was on Vine.
Yes, the Vine phase!
Wow.
Virgil, I hate to say it, but this is a miserable failure on your part. The Vine phase wasn't scary. On the contrary, I'm rather proud of all the work we did. Oh, all the work?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, whoop, it's better than yours.
Put it away, put it away, put it away now! It's okay, it's okay. We're on YouTube now, where we're safe from all the bad decisions. I've always made things that I can be proud of on YouTube. Thomas, don't invite something else. Oh, Thomas, Vine may be dead, but it still haunts you like a malevolent apparition. Those were some of the earliest years in developing your voice as a creator. But no matter what you do, no matter what you try, you will never grow past it. No! Your tombstone will read, "Here lies Thomas Sanders." Remember him? He was the Storytime guy on Vine. No! Why no? Because I don't know. If people were to remember your Vines years down the line, I think that'd be pretty neat. Oh my God, you're awesome. Logan, did Derek's son have anything to say about this?
You mean Erickson?
Oh, that's right. The only sons I can keep straight are my own.
As a matter of fact, Patton, yes, the generativity versus stagnation stage does share a few notable qualities with Thomas's fine face.
Well, why don't you generate an explanation for us, Logan?
Holy shit. Well, it has to do with one's desire to create and be involved in the community. The function of this stage is ideally to figuratively make your mark on the world through creating or nurturing something that will outlast you.
Oh my gosh, I was literally talking to you about this same thing a while ago. Me and this Erickson guy.
Wow, so I was doing exactly what I needed to be doing. I was taking part in an online community and I accidentally stumbled into making something that was bigger than me. Just by doing something that I enjoyed, that's so freaking cool. And sure, I made mistakes all the time, but I'm better now, right?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know, am I?
All right, I believe I understand the intended outcome of Virgil's methodology. If you had never made that horrendously bad find.
Okay, now you guys are just being mean. The vines aren't that bad.
My humps, my humps, my humps, my humps, my lovely lady lumps.
We did not need another example.
Most of them weren't that bad.
Yeah, your boy has delivered some ill-conceived content, but that was part of his development. Similarly, if we hadn't endured those various cringe-inspiring periods of your life, then you wouldn't know the things that you know now, or be the person that I am today. Yeah, duh. It's not that I haven't changed, but when you reduce a piece of my history to just a phase, you ignore everything that I went through. Who I was when I scared you all the time is no less real than who I am now. Past phases are the foundation of who you've become.
Oh, here's my name tag. It says Potten.
So if you remove that foundation,
What's left standing?
sorry if we tore you down a little bit, Virgil.
A pun-infused touching moment? That is so my aesthetic.
Look, dealing with me will never be a walk in the park. And you can't pretend that it will be. When you try to deny me, I get frustrated and I lash out. You talk about how I work with you now. That's great. But I need you to work with me too.
You're right. You're right. I don't suppose there's anything I can do to remedy the situation?
Don't worry about it. I'll get even with you.
What? What does that mean? What are you gonna do? When are you gonna do it?
It's already done. Dear Zeus, dear Newton.
Dear John!
Thomas, do you remember your
Fedora phase?
All right, now we're even.
You don't bring up a guy's fedora face, Virgil. There's gotta be a line.
Not even if that guy belittled someone's past hardships?
Fine, I wore a fedora, or 7. It was 1 week. You can barely call it a phase. My head is not built for hats.
Does the fedora thing tie into the lesson in any way? Nope. I just had a point to prove. I still got it.
Yeah, you certainly do.
Don't question me again, Sanders. If he's going back to being scary, can I go back to calling him names?
No, you have to be nice.
I'm just glad he didn't go into the girl phase. You with the girl defies all me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fun for anyone.
Thomas, I feel kind of confused now. I always try to show Virgil love and support, but lately, I feel like I always inevitably do something wrong.
Oh, Patton, I understand. There's a lot that Virgil could do that I don't want him to do. He knows exactly how to push my buttons, but he is who he is. All we can do is try to listen to him as best as we can and adapt to his needs. It's not an easy thing to navigate, so we're going to run into problems. But if it's any consolation, Patton, I can see how hard you try. And I think you're doing a really great job.
Whew, well, my nerves are shot. I guess the takeaway from this is that phases, although sometimes embarrassing, aren't inherently artificial. They're the building blocks of the person you are now. We're constantly growing, and our experiences shape us. Embrace where you are in your life right now. Whoever you are right this minute, you're real. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Until next time, take it easy, ghost schools and non-binary ghouls. I don't know, I was trying something. Take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out.